He's a terrific football player. Made some great plays. We had guys in position, but because of his size and strength, he was able to fight through some things. And you got to commend him. He's a very talented football player.
How much were you preparing for Denard as opposed to Gardner?
Well, I mean, obviously you had to prepare for both, but we had a ton of empirical data on Denard. And we only had really 1 week with Gardner, so we saw what we thought we would see, and obviously we did a nice job stuffing around, but we got to be better in the back half to win football games, and we obviously didn't accomplish that here today.
The offensive line, what did you think of their performance today?
Without studying the video, I thought we moved the ball pretty efficiently. You scored 31 points, you expect to win. So we scored 31. So.
Was King 100% there toward the end? I know he kind of got banged up in the fourth quarter, was it?
I don't know if anybody in the program's 100% in the Big Ten, so I'd say he's as close to 100% as anybody in the country.
Is there a way to describe this game?
Yeah, it stinks. The guys fought their tails off. We sent it up one play short. A lot of positives to pull from it, a lot of areas that you got to coach and teach. And you got guys that go down, or guys that got to step up and pick up the flag. We got to make plays, and for a lot of the game we did, and then for part of the game, we didn't. It just was one of those days. It was a game of big plays, and we ended up one short.
What would you like to have seen Daniel do better on that? I mean, he got his hands in there, he tipped it, but just was he have to take it down more? Or?
Come on, man. I mean, you got a young man back there. It's a one-on-one play. He did everything he had to knock the ball down. He made a great play. I mean, yeah, I'd like to see the ball hit the ground. That would be terrific. But he gave everything he's got. Obviously, we make that play, it's a different outcome. But it's not his fault. It's got nothing to do with that. And if we end up getting a first down, the game's over. And obviously, credit goes to their defense. They were able to stop us there at the end.
Coulter's a starter, but how much were you planning on using Simeon?
Yeah, I mean, we've got to plan with both quarterbacks in each game, and we just kind of see how it unfolds. I believe both guys we can win with, and I thought both guys played really well today.
Was it defensive schemes, or just the field at the moment?
Well, it has a combination of both. First it has to do with what do we think we can go out and execute and do, and then number two, how are they playing us specifically in game, and what do we need to do to adjust.
When Coulter gets banged up, you must have a lot of confidence. I mean, Simeon's got to be the most battle-tested 1B quarterback in the country. I mean, how much confidence do you have, knowing that you got a guy like Simeon who's played a lot?
Yeah, I believe we can win with both. I really do, and the guys just they prepare well. I think they're great compliments to each other as far as teammates. They both want to play, but they both understand that sometimes the other guy needs to go, and they pick each other up. So I'm proud of them for that.
Trevor was pretty good on that drive before halftime too, wasn't he? With that, especially that touchdown grab. It looked like almost a control and with that pylon.
Yeah, he executed that really well. It was great. Back shoulders throw. It was terrific.
Michigan's been pretty good defensively this year. What were you guys able to do especially on those option plays, to get outside of the tackle box?
Well, I thought our perimeter guys, for the most part, blocked really well. And that gave us a chance to get out there on the perimeter. And then it looked like we executed quite a bit. Obviously they shorted up there at the end. So, got to give them credit.
Anything else?
Teddy, you got some questions? I'll wait for you.
Can I get jet side or?
Yeah, I can wait for you right now. Go ahead, bud. Good. Take your time.
You talked about the last play, the Roundtree made.
Yeah, what a great play by that young man. We got a guy right there in position, and guy made a great play. If we make that play, we probably win the game. So it's a tough deal. And then obviously we got to get a first down the drive before. We got one, and then we needed to get two. We knew we needed to get two, and we just couldn't pound it in there. And you got to give them credit where credit's due. They executed there.
Were you hoping to have more coverage on Roundtree? Were you hoping to be able to double him? How did that shake down?
Well, they're in trips, and they run double post wheel. We got a post player. We got two guys. We got men on men. I mean, I don't know any more. I don't know anything more that you could do. I mean, we're playing. We typically play always in our 2-minute defense, and the young man went up and made a play, and obviously we were unfortunate on that play, so you got to give him credit. I'd like to have anybody that goes to catch the ball triple team. That would be ideal. Obviously, but I can't say that I would change the call. I just wish we would have knocked the dang ball down, but you got to give them credit, man. I mean, we get one more first down, we win the game, and I can keep going. We get one more of this, we get a better this, we get a better that, and I'm not going to nitpick it from a standpoint like I just told the guys. We just got a slugfest, and we've ended up one play short. And it's happened 3 times to us, and we can hang our heads, but the reality is that you know, we're a darn good football team. We've just got to find a way to make that one more play. And you know, I think we're building. I think we're gaining. Obviously, I think with the youth on our team, we show some of that at times. We look young, and it's on us as coaches. We got to do a better job.
Was some good news that both quarterbacks made huge contributions. Trevor obviously looked sharp out there.
Yeah, you know, Teddy, I thought both quarterbacks played well, played at a high level, and you know, really moved the offense well. There weren't very many times we didn't move the ball. We got some self-inflicted wounds that set us back a little bit there, but also Michigan's a darn good defense, and for us to be able to move it on them, I think speaks volumes for the confidence that hopefully our offense will walk out of here with. And you know, we just got to find that one more play. It's what's disappointing for a young man. I thought they prepared well over 2 weeks. I really do. I thought we had a good plan. Proud of our staff. I've obviously got to do a better job of getting the guys to find a way to get that one play.
Quinn Evans, we saw him in the first series, I think, in a little sporadically. Is there a reason we didn't see him as much at the end of the game? Was he a little rusty still?
No, I mean, he's coming off an injury, so he's got his packages, and we're trying to get him more involved as he gets healthy.
How much did you miss Nick Henderson? Were you hopeful he'd be able to play, or what was it?
Yeah, we knew on Thursday that he wouldn't. I'm sorry, I didn't disclose that fully, but that's not for me to do. We hoped he would turn around, but we anticipated he wouldn't go Thursday. And that's why I wish him listed him as questionable. But you know, he warmed up. He's getting closer and closer, and you know, we'll see how it continues to go down the road. But hopefully we'll have him next week. You know, the guys are battling.
Obviously, it's hard with no Benrick, but in that overtime on the 3rd and 1, what did you see in the defense to try and pound the middle of Coulter and then Titus?
Well, we had hoped that we'd be able to run the option that we'd run so well all day. I mean, that's really what we decided to do. And I like the call. I like the call a lot. We just didn't get the first down, so you got to give them credit.
On 4th down, was that an option or was that just a straight?
Yeah, it's option. Yeah, it's option. So that's what, you know, we got 3 options. Obviously, the one we picked didn't work. We worked pretty good the rest of the day. So.
Have on the that 53-yarder, what was the coverage or something? It was just unusual seeing the receiver one-on-one with a DB. I wasn't sure if there was a safety who was.
Yeah, I mean, we got our nickel in the post, and we got 2 deep safeties and guys running and carry underneath. I mean, you got your guys deep like we always do. And, you know, it wasn't a Hail Mary. They just threw a post route. Our post players there. Our post players got to make the play. So, you know, obviously, to get to that point, we did some things prior to that obviously weren't what we needed to do. We needed to punt the ball out of bounds. We didn't do that. We needed to get a first down. We didn't do that. We needed to play better in the 4th quarter at times. Defensively, we didn't do that. So there's a lot that led up to that. And obviously, it's a great play by Roundtree. I mean, shoot, there's 2 young men battling their butts, their tails off to go get the ball, and DJ went up to try to make a great play, and the ball tipped right into his hands. I mean, that's what I saw, and I thought we had a good call on, and the young man made a great play.
I was wondering about that punt. So Brandon is.
Yeah, we tried to punt the ball out of bounds in that situation, and his drop, the ball just got a little bit inside of him, and it tailed back into the field. So, you know, he's been punting the ball great all year. He had a great game, and that one just drifted inside. What are you going to do?
Pat, in that situation on a deep pass, are your guys taught to knock it down or try to make the pick? Because he kind of popped it up a little bit as he was trying to make a play on it.
Yeah, I think when you watch the tape, he went, you know, we coach our guys. The guy that goes up first typically is going to be the one that's going to make the play. He went up a little bit too soon, and he was trying to hang up there, and he went to go knock the ball down, and he just got underneath it. So I thought, you know, he tried to make a great play, and obviously their young man did.
Your guys did kind of regroup after they got some momentum there in the early 4th quarter. I mean, was there anything key to that, to trigger that for you guys midway in the 4th quarter?
I don't think so. I mean, I think we've been working hard to finish games all year long, and you know, when you look at the way that our guys fought through the 4th quarter, I thought we knew there'd be a momentum swing in the 2nd half. When we lost it, we really talked at length all year about having to make some plays to get it back. And, you know, at times today, there, especially early in the 4th quarter, we did that.
Anything else?